Hi guys, we are back with another hair cutting tutorial. Come on in, have a seat, let's get this done. Okay, so as you can see, my hair has grown a bit since you last saw it. But when I look at it, I see a couple of areas of concern, okay? Pointing out. So when it looks like this, I can always do one of these numbers and sort of pat it in. And then it looks like it has whatever shape I want it to. However, I'm tired of doing that. So when I start to move it around, for some reason, this is out here and it's not blended in here. Not really sure how that happened, but it happened and this is where we are and we're going to fix it. Why is this longer than this? Like, it's a lot going on, and I can also tell when there's a problem. You see how this is? And then this one curl, where is it? It's just like here for no reason at all. That's a problem. That means that something isn't blended. And overall, since my hair is growing out, this shape right here, around here, has become this circular type business. And I don't want that. I just want a clean taper. Something's going on over here. These curls are sticking out. Not really sure why. So I'm just going to clean all of this up. This is not going to be a full haircut, but you will get to see, you will get to see my methods and how I do it. I'll make sure that I explain everything along the way. And as you guys know, I do talk through my tutorials just so that I can tell you exactly what's going on. I like doing that instead of voiceover. So I'm going to pick my hair out. I'm going to put my clips in, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to get started and we're going to see if we can straighten up all this devilment and see what's going on. So give me a second to do that. Alright, so I have done the do. I have my U part here because I do want to keep this long and I want to blend everything into what's going on up here. So as I was picking everything out right away, I see that this piece right here is just like, how did that even happen? You know what I mean? Like, this piece is long. Where is it? Like, this is long and then there's like nothing under it, like literally. And it's just kind of sitting out there. Look how that's just sitting out there. So I want to taper all of that in close. Now, because I'm not really trying to cut a lot off, normally I would start from the nape of my neck and go up. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to start with this section because this is the section that really needs some cleaning up. So whatever I have to do to this middle section here, right, this middle section here, it's then going to dictate how much I cut off down here and then how I blend it in up here. Does that make sense? Okay. This bottom part down here at the nape of my neck, we're going to blend that down once we get this together. So now I have an invisible line that I'm working from that's literally from ear to ear. I have an invisible line that I'm working with. So what's important is that this line that's going from ear to ear should be all tapered up to the longest point here. And as you can see, like right here, this should not be so. Like, that shouldn't be that long. Something is going on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and I'm going to work my way around, right? so that I can figure out what's going on. Because something is going on. I don't know why my hair grew like this. Like, this is ridiculous. All right, so let me bend down in the camera. So notice, don't worry, I'm gonna pop back up so y'all can see. Notice that my fingers are as close to my head as possible, right? And I'm gonna take and pull my hand down, and I'm just gonna clip. You see that? See, that's a problem. But that's getting ready to come off. See, that piece that's sticking out like that for no rhyme or reason, that's a problem. And that's why that curl in the front looks stupid. So I cut that off, right? So that's one. And see, it's not really a lot that you have to cut off, but something is not right. So I'm just going to make another part here. Make sure your sections are manageable, because you don't want to grab too big of a section. Okay, so now right away, can y'all see that? This is way too long. Here, let me move this clip out of the way so y'all can see. So whatever is going on here, this is not how this is supposed to be. This ain't right. So now, I'm going to take my fingers. You see how that hair is sticking out right there? I got to fix all of that. So my fingers are at the base of my head here. I'm going to pull my hands down. And do you see all of that? That's going. That's coming off. Because something ain't right. And see, it's just a little more blended. It's not... Sometimes I got to do this. Let me pull this longest piece out and make sure. So again, you see my fingertips are right at the base of my head because I want that blended real good. And look, it's still some more there. So this is the longest point right here. This is the longest point, and all I did was pull my hand down. So all of this under here has to go. It has got to go. And you're actually using your fingers as a guide. So now, do you see that taper? Can you see that? All right, so now I just want to make sure that it's blended good with this top part. So I'm going to take it, and from the longest part that was there, now I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull my hands down, and then this little hair right here that's in the way is coming off. So can you see that? Now you can see a better taper, right? So let's get this out of the way. And we are getting another slice of heaven. Now this is the thing. Remember, I said I was working with an invisible line, right? So this hair right here, it shouldn't be this long, this low. It shouldn't be this long, this low on my head. Like, this should be shorter. So my invisible line, let me find it, because this is ridiculous. Like, I was trying to do my hair today and I was like, girl, what is going on? So invisible line right here behind my ear. My hands are flush to my head, right? You see all this nonsense right here? This is going. So I'm just going to take my hands, angle them down, and do you see, can y'all see that? All of this, all of that, it shouldn't be there. It's going. Now I'm not cutting the longest part, because the longest part, when I stretch it out, is still there. But all of that, can y'all see that? So it brings it in so that piece isn't that long anymore. So now do you guys see why I said I'm going to work with the top first? And then this piece right here is going to blend down into the bottom. You feel me now? All right. Okay. So I'm going to work my way around my head and do the same thing, because I don't think that you'll be able to see. I'm going to try to do it one more time and see if y'all can see it. Okay, so I got my invisible line. I'm going to comb away from it. Okay, so I got kind of my invisible line. So I'm going to comb it out. I'm going to put my fingers flush to my head. Is my fingers flush to my head? Yes. And then I'm going to pull down. And y'all see all of that? That's going. Because I was looking crazy. I'm like, why in the world is your hair like this? And what is going on with these curls? So the part that I want to stay long is still long, right? So I'm going to work my way around. And then when I get to the other side, I'm going to come back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I've done this side all the way around to this side where I am right now. And you can tell, like, this side is still just not where I want it to be. You see this side is shorter than that. So I'm starting over here again. And I swear I don't know how this got like this. Like, it just came from out of nowhere. All right, so I'm still at my invisible line. Comb it down. So right here, right behind my ear, my hands are flush to my head. And I'm going to pull down. So when I do, this is my longest piece that's going to blend up here because I done pulled my hands down, right? And then the scissors are cutting all of this nonsense off. All right, so you gotta, when you do it, you have to create the taper with your fingers, right? So straight fingers, and I'm still going to take some of this off. Come down, it's still a little bit, and let's go. Let's cut into that. All right, and so it takes away that weird long piece that was there. And I haven't done the bottom yet, but we're going to do that. This started doing something weird. I was trying to do my hair today and it just wasn't, something wasn't right. And so I said, let me get my stuff together. Now this side right here always grows weird, right? So for some reason, this is all, I always have to really get into this. So I'm going to split this piece up because I'm going to blend this piece differently, okay? So I'm going to take that top piece and I'm going to stick it up there for now. I'm going to really, really, really dig into this taper here because there is a disconnect. All right. So can y'all see that? Fingers are at the base of my head. I'm going to pull down and all of this is going. This is my longest part. I am cutting this. Yes. Yes, we cut it, right? Now, for this disrespectful part, so let me show y'all what I'm doing. So the piece that I cut, this was the longest piece, right? This is now going to be my bottom piece to layer this top piece. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So the longest piece is right here now. The longest piece from down here is right here at the bottom. And then I'm going to angle my hands and I am cutting this. Remember when I said the curls over here were just doing something weird? That's because they weren't blended. So now I'm blended. And the only thing I had to do was split that section when I was cutting it. I might have to do the same thing here. I'm not sure. But we're going to see. All right. So let's see what's going on. So let me grab it. I can tell you right now that we're going to have a problem. You want to know why? Let me look in the mirror so I can see if I got it. Do you see how this piece that I'm pulling out right here, it's not connected to anything. It's just long for no reason at all. And then look at how short that piece is. So the blending, it's not blended from this longest piece. You see that? That has to be blended. All right. So I'm going to separate this piece again. I'm going to separate this longest piece. Put it up here. This is how you fix issues with your haircut. Because us curly girls know that sometimes these curls will do exactly what they want to do. So I'm going to focus on the lower part, right? Same thing. Fingers at the nape. I mean, the right against my, and this piece right here, this has to go. We're going to cut it. I'm still maintaining the longest piece here at the top. Now this piece right here, is going to be my guide to taper the top. So we got this. Where's my longest piece? Longest piece there, right? And you see all of this nonsense. I'm going to pull down so that the longest piece up here is stuck right in there. And then I'm going to snip, 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 snip. Now, I'm a little unsure about this long piece. So let me pull it out again. And I'm just moving up a little bit. And then I'm going to cut it again. So you have to take your time. Once you get used to it, it's super simple. And you can maintain your hair. Because, honey, sometimes these natural stylists be... Okay? Alright. I ain't got to say nothing else because I don't want to call nobody out. But, honey, as much as I like for my hair to look sharp, I don't have all that money for that. Once a week or every 2 weeks or whatever. So I learned how to do my stuff on my own. So, shortest piece right here. You see we got some issues going. Let's pull it down. This is the problem right here, this piece. So, let's get rid of it. If it's a problem, let's get rid of it. See? I don't have any of those long crazy pieces that were just randomly wherever. Now, this bottom part, remember I said the invisible line? This bottom part, I'm getting ready to come down on it. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. So I know that my invisible line is about right here at my fingers. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to take right at the nape, right at the invisible line, I'm sorry, right at the invisible line. Let me check it in the mirror real quick. So right at the invisible line, this hair that's right here, I'm just going to nip it because that's going to be my guide for the rest. All right, I'm still working with my invisible line. So anything that's over my fingertips, I'm getting rid of it. Right? Can y'all see that? I don't even have to look at it now. I'm feeling at this point. And so I'm just going to come down. And here's something going on here. I feel it. I'm just going to get rid of it. And it's going to blend in just fine. I promise. It's going to all be worth it. I swear. Right? This little hair on the side. We're getting rid of that. That's why I said, you know, you use your fingers as a guide to help you. It's almost like the clippers, but instead, you're using your fingers. So anything that's over the fingers is going. We just don't want it anymore. We don't have time for it. And I'm just using my fingers as a guide. That's it. Okay, so now I am towards the bottom. I want to keep that a little long, but this piece is just too long. So I'm just going to clip at it like that. This right here, this piece right here, as a matter of fact, on both sides, they can get a little interesting. So I'm going to make sure that I pull this piece out and snip it, because I don't want it looking crazy. And so now I can wrap my fingers through. I got hair everywhere. And this is where we are. Uh-oh. Something's going on right here with this little piece. Let's do something about it. It's too long. So I'm just going to take it. And I'm just going to just snip a little bit. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Alright. So, we got the sides done. This is what I want. I wanted this fixed. Because it was just way too much going on. Entirely. All right. I like it. Y'all see what I did? Dokie. So I'm back. I wanted to let my camera charge a little bit. So now I have pulled out the front because that's my bang and I want to keep it long. And the only thing that I want to blend is this top part right here. I also want you to look at this. Okay, you see, this is when you know that you've done it right. Okay, so you see how these two pieces are even and they're on opposite sides of my head and they meet right there in the middle. Same thing here, right? Same thing here. So that's what you want. You want a nice, even cut. That's what's important. So now I'm going to take this long part. I'm going to put a split down the middle. I'm going to take this piece and pin it up. And I'm going to work with one side at a time. And I'm going to take and make a part. Can y'all see that? There. And let's see if we can figure out what the heck is going on with this top part. So before I turn to you guys, woo! So that's what the problem is. All right, so look. So this right here, this short piece is nowhere near blended into all of this. But I don't want to cut this that much. So what I'm going to do is we're going to split it. We're going to split what we're doing. So I only took a piece. And also, instead of bringing it all the way over to the side, I'm going to take it and put it at a higher angle. Those ends look like they need to come off anyway. I'm going to put it at a higher angle and then snip it that way so that we can blend that a little better. Y'all with me? Same thing here. We're going to take this longer piece, right? That's the shorter piece. I'm going to take it and I'm not going to angle it all the way down. But look, for some reason, these little things, I'm going to let these go because these are not where it is. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see those pieces that are hanging over? Those are, I'm getting rid of those because they look a little nasty anyway. Okay. So now when that hair falls, it's going to fall a little bit more blended. But I knew something was going on and something wasn't right because I just had curls just doing their own thing. It was really quite pathetic. Same thing here. All right, let me look at it first and then I'll tell y'all. Yep. Same issue. Yep. That's not blended. There's no way that long piece is hanging there. So I'm going to split it. I'm going to take the longest piece and put it over to the side. I am going to take the shortest piece. Hold on, let me grab it first. So that's the shortest piece. And I'm just going to bring it over just a tad like that. Not as low. And I'm going to get rid of, y'all see that? So it's still long there. I'm going to get rid of these nasty little thingies that I got going on. Because I actually saw those earlier. And I was just like, why is this like this? Why is this doing this? Because they look nasty. Same thing. So here's my longer piece. And I'm just working my way up. Yep. That's the shortest piece. And I'm going to take and I'm just going to cheat it over a little bit. Slight angle. And this is all I'm going to cut off. So now when it falls, it'll fall a little better. Same thing here. The back wasn't so bad though. The back wasn't so bad. So with the back here, I can take and just bring it over. Y'all see that? Y'all see what I did? And clip it. Because I'm getting rid of some nasty ends. I can see that. So I'm okay with that. So that side is done. It's about the same. Now remember, I'm blending the longest part of the middle section to the top. So I'm going to split this one again. Put the longest piece over here because I'm not ready to deal with it yet. And I'm going to take the longest piece from the middle part and pull it and blend it. And I want to show y'all this. I'm not comfortable with cutting this yet. So I'm just going to cut, boom, boom, right? Get that out the way. And then I'm going to come up, pull it again, boom, boom. So in your mind when you're doing this, you always want to blend the longest piece into the next longest piece. And your hand creates the taper. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Y'all can always ask me questions though. So again, here's my longest piece right here. I'm going to blend that longest piece into this longest piece. But I don't need the bottom to do that because I'm not trying to do that drastic taper that's right here. This is just a taper to blend it so that my curls don't look ridiculous. I'm grabbing hair that's right in line with what I'm cutting. You don't want to pull the hair into your little clip. You want to make sure that when you're blending the hair that's right under the piece that you're trying to blend. Right? So I'm going to split this one again because I can tell you right now. Look at this. Ooh, child. Ooh, honey, don't make me cut all my hair off now if I think I got some issues. Okay. Can you see all of that? All of that's not right. So this is the longest piece from the middle section. And I'm going to pull it in. Again, well, look, the longest piece disappeared in my hand. So what's here, I'm cutting. I don't even need to be worried about it because it was just too long anyway and it had no business there. And so now I'm going to blend this piece into this piece. So I'm going to grab a piece of it, pull everything up. So this is the longest piece from the bottom, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull it. But what I see are ends that need to go ahead on and come off. So poof, be gone. Okay, ouch. I'm tripping. And then this is the last piece. I'm going to take this. Okay. And like I said, the back wasn't really that bad. So you see, I'm able to just pull that down a little bit. And the longest piece is gone. So all of this right here was causing the problem. All right. So as far as blending the top goes, we're done. I don't know what was going on, but I'm going to wash it, give it a deep condition, and then I'm going to get with you guys tomorrow and let you see the finished product and what it looks like when it dries. Yep. Uh-oh. Okay, so this right here that I'm feeling, that's just a tad bit too long. That's one of those new edition shags. I don't want that. That is not the look that I'm going for. So we're going to get rid of some of that. Hi guys, I wanted to film this video a lot earlier, but my day just completely got away from me. So I guess it's good that I'm filming it at the time I'm filming it now, because this is hair that has been through some heat and humidity today. It's been through a workout, and I've just been ripping and running all day like a mad woman, and this is the only thing that's in it. And this is what it looks like after a full day. And then I have a little bit of this like on the edges and in the back. That's it. That's why I love this product. But let's look at the cut. As you can see, remember I brought the sides in, I brought the back in, right? I had a whole bunch of bulkiness going on here, and then I just kind of just brought everything up, and then I still have my curls up top. So this is kind of like a staple haircut for me. I really don't want to grow my hair out. I like it a little bigger, like, because my hair shrinks so much, but like this is how long it is. It just, The shrinkage is real. So I'm happy with it. I like it. And my bang is getting longer again. I don't know if y'all noticed, but it was long. It was really long before. And then for some reason, I just got scissor happy and I cut it and I hated it. Like I really, really hated my hair for a while because I had cut my little long pieces off. But now my curl is back. That one is back and it just kind of hangs up front. That's why I remember when I was cutting it, I separated the front because I want to keep that. Right? So yeah, here we are. I just kind of pull it forward. It gives me that shape forward. Now, when I want to be dramatic and extra, I'll flip it all up. And then I have, no, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. Here it is. That one little curl right there that just sits. So all of this is up and looking all crazy. And then I pull this little one down. And honey, you can't tell me nothing. But can y'all see that? Let me turn to this side. See that? How it hugs right there? Yeah? I love it. I love it. It looks neater. It doesn't look crazy. So if you guys like this video, this is my Joseph. So if you guys like this video, remember to, so if you guys like this video, oh gosh. If you like this video, remember to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching, as always. And when I cut it again, you guys will be with me. Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening, day, wherever this finds you. Just go and be awesome.